Today we are to discuss about what is the difference between SLATE exam and UGC NET exam. Most of the students are confused if they have cracked both of these exams or if they have cracked one of these exams. Then where to apply and what are the differences between these exams. So, here in this lecture, I will explain you what are the benefits of cracking UGC NET exam, and if you have cracked SLATE exam, then where will you get job. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, and if you like this video, then share with your friends. Let's get started. What is the difference between SLATE and UGC NET? The UGC NET National Eligibility Test and SLATE State Level Eligibility Test are both exams that determine eligibility for assistant professor positions. Both of these exams, the first one is the UGC NET. The full form is National Eligibility Test, and the another exam is SLATE State Level Eligibility Test. Are both exams that determine eligibility for assistant professor position, but they differ in scope, conducting body, and applicability. Both of these exams are for being an assistant professor. But if you have cracked UGC NET, then you will get a job across India. But if you have cracked only SLATE exam, then you are eligible to get a job or to elevate a professor in a particular state only. Scope and conducting, who are the agencies they are taking these exams, and where will you get a job if you have cracked these exams. So we will see these differences in this video. The UGC NET National Eligibility Test and SLATE State Level Eligibility Test are both exams that determine. Both these exams are for being an assistant professor, but they differ in scope for your job applicability and conducting agencies. The first point is scope and applicability. Means if you crack this exam, where will you get placement? And another is if you have cracked this exam, then where you have to apply. The UGC NET is a national level exam conducted by NTA, National Testing Agency. The first one is UGC NET, is the national level exam conducted by National Testing Agency. The UGC NET is conducted by National Testing Agency. Earlier, it was conducted by UGC, University Grant Commission. It qualifies candidate to apply for assistant professor positions across India. If you crack this exam, UGC NET, then you are eligible to be an assistant professor in all the states of India. And for the junior research fellowship, that is JRF, if you have cracked UGC NET and JRF, then you are also eligible for getting a junior research fellowship. Means you can continue your research, or PhD, then government will give some money as a stipend to continue this study. That is known as junior research fellowship. SLATE exam, State Level Eligibility Test. The full form of SLATE is State Level Eligibility Test. is a state level exam conducted by different state agencies. The slate is conducted by different state and different agencies that is appointed by a particular state. It qualifies candidate only for assistant professor position within the specific state where they take. It means if you have qualified only slate exam, then you are eligible to be an assistant professor in a particular state only. For example, if I have cracked slate exam in a Gujarat state, then I am only eligible to be an assistant professor in Gujarat state only. State only. But if I have cracked UGC NET exam, then I will be eligible for being an assistant professor across India. It means that I can apply in different states also. I do not need to qualify this slate exam. And the one benefit for the cracking this UGC NET is there. If you have cracked this exam, then you don't need to crack this exam. But if you have cracked this exam, then you need to crack for this exam if you want to go in another state for teaching job. You take the exam. The third point is the conducting body. These both of these exams, that is UGC NET and slate. Who are the conducting bodies that are taking this exam? UGC NET is conducted by the National Testing Agency, that is known as NT, on behalf of UGC. I have told you earlier, when earlier this NET exam was taken by UGC, University Grant Commission, but nowadays UGC has appointed NTA, that is National Testing Agency, to conduct this UGC NET exam. Slate is conducted by state government or their appointed agency. For example, Gujarat GSET, Gujarat State Eligibility Test, Maharashtra and Goa, MHSET, West Bengal is West Bengal SET, Assam and Northeast, that is Northeast SET. If you have cracked this slate exam or if you want to teach in a particular state, then you need to crack this exam, that is state. It is conducted by state government or their appointed agencies. Like in Gujarat, the name is GSET, Gujarat State Eligibility Test. In Maharashtra and Goa, it is MHSET. In West Bengal, it is West Bengal WBSET. And in Assam and Northeast, it is Northeast State. Northeast SET. Validity of qualification. It means if you have cracked this exam, both of these exams, then where will you be eligible? The validity of this certificate or validity of this exam. UGC NET certification is valid throughout India. If you pass this UGC NET, then you are eligible to be an assistant professor throughout India, in each and every state in India. Slate exam certification is valid only in the state where the exam was taken. If you have cracked slate exam, then you are eligible to be an assistant professor in a particular state where you have taken or where you have cracked that exam. You cannot, for example, if I have cracked SLATE exam or GSET exam in Gujarat, then I am eligible to be an assistant professor in Gujarat only. I cannot go in another state and be eligible to be to an assistant professor. Exam pattern and syllabus. Both exams have a similar pattern. Paper 1 is general teaching and research aptitude. That is, general teaching means that you have go through in your research in MPhil or while you are master, you are doing your masters, you have some research papers and research aptitude. And paper 2 will be subject specific. Means if I am a student of English literature, then my second paper will be English literature. There are some subset of that paper, that is African literature, Indian writing in English, feminism, and there are different theories. But there are only two papers. Earlier in UGC net there are three papers. But nowadays there are only two papers. The first paper is on general teaching and research aptitude, and second paper belongs to your specific subject. The syllabus is the same for both exams since it follows UGC guidelines. The syllabus of UGC NET and the syllabus for SLATE exams are same because it follows the guideline given by University Grant Commission. Recognition and job prospect means if you are preparing for this exam, where will you get job, and where after cracking this exam, where you need to apply. UGC NET is preferred for higher academic position since it is valid across the India. If you are preparing or if you are willing to go in another state, or if you are want to teach in any state of India, then you need to crack this UGC NET exam because it gives you more qualification, more job opportunities to get a job throughout India. SLATE is useful for those students who want to secure teaching jobs in state universities and colleges without competing at national level. The students who thought that he or she wants to just get a teaching job like assistant professor in a particular state only, then most these type of students crack SLATE exam. They are eligible to be an assistant professor in a particular university of the state and colleges. They cannot compete in another state because they don't have any like a UGC NET degrees. Which one should you choose? Most of the students get confused that which exam is better for them. But it depends upon your quality. It depends upon your family background. It depends upon your needs, your job opportunities. If you want to study or to teach in your particular state, then you must go for a SLATE exam. But if you want to go another state and you want a teaching job as a professor there, then you must go for a UGC. If you want more jobs flexibility across different states and opportunities like JRF, that is fellowship for PhD and research grants, go for UGC. It means that you want a job of assistant professor across India. Because this exam, UGC NET exam, has more flexibility of job because it is valid throughout India. And if you have cracked UGC net with JRF, then you may or you will definitely get a fellowship if you are eligible in a merit list to undergo PhD degree or research grants go for UGC net. If you prefer to teach in a specific state, if you want to just teach in a particular state and don't need a national level qualification, if you have decided that I just want to teach in Gujarat or in any other state, then you must go for SLATE exam. You don't need to crack for UGC net. SLATE is a good option for you. If you have decided that I just want to be a professor in Gujarat, then you must go for SLATE, that is known as GSET. But if you think that I want to go another state and I want to teach there, then you have to crack UGC net exam. Thank you very much.